It's nice to see Ethan so happy. He deserves it after all that he's been through. Finding out the truth of his paternity test has been devastating to him.
I have to admit, they do look happy. How about you, Sheridan? You happy? Never see children with the man you love. Come on, talk to me, honey. You happy? Oh, baby, tell me, you happy?
Yes, I am.
Good. Now you're still thinking about what happened at the Chinese restaurant, aren't you?
I know it sounds silly, but you said that the love noodle test was a harmony tradition, and every couple that's meant to be together passes the test, but we didn't pass the test.
Yeah,
The
but it
noodle
doesn't
broke.
matter. It doesn't matter, okay? All that matters is how much I love you. We got enough love to last for a lifetime.
All right, what about my fortune cookie? It said that I would never see children with the man I love. I can't even bear the thought of that.
Well, just don't think about it. All that matters is our love.
I love you.
Louise and Sheridan, we have to get going. There's a million things that we have to do, and we need your help.
What's she talking about?
Wedding plans.
Oh, man. I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. When she gets that look in her eye, watch out.
I know exactly what I'm getting into. Couldn't be happier.
Oh, I love you. Now, come on, let's go. You two, come on.
Will that ever be us, Louise? Will we ever be husband and wife?
Ethan, you start making a list of people we shouldn't fight, and I'll try to track down a place to print the invitations.
Honey,
Here you
calm
go.
down.
Look, Mama. Oh, thank God you're here. We have to start planning for our wedding, and we have to start right away.
Oh, so much for calming down.
Oh, I barely even know where to begin.
See, that it will all get done.
Look, I don't mean to be a downer, but maybe you should think about doing some planning for after the wedding.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, have you two even thought about where you're gonna live once you're married?
Well, no, but
I know where you can live. I'll build an addition onto the cottage. It'll be perfect.
Look, that's sweet of you, but I can't let you do that.
Of course you can. It would be my pleasure.
No, look, I need to start building my life on my own. I'm not a Crane anymore. I can't live on the Crane estate.
Well, you can always stay here.
No, absolutely not. Thank you for your hospitality, but I need to provide for Teresa. I need to give her a place of her own.
Ethan, I will be happy anywhere that I am with you.
Well, unfortunately, happiness doesn't pay the rent. Do you even have any work lined up?
Not yet, but I have set up some interviews.
But you'll have no trouble getting a job as an attorney. Once they take a look at your impressive resume, they will hire you on the spot.
I haven't even made up a resume yet.
Well, you probably should. It's the first thing an employer's gonna ask for.
I know. It's just, Cranes have never needed a resume.
Don't worry, Ethan. We'll help you.
Of course we will. And you know what? I have a resume program on computer. It's get it done in no time. Okay, the program's up and running. Where should we begin?
Ethan, you received a ton of honors from college and law school. You should definitely point those out.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, well, from what I've seen, employers are usually interested in actual work experience.
Well, I've really only worked for Crane Industries. I mean, even during the summer when I was at law school, I worked with grandfather, Alistair.
Well, Crane Industries is certainly an impressive name to have on your resume.
Yeah. You have any idea what kind of recommendation Alistair would give you?
No, not really. But Julian and Alistair usually only save kind words for those who share the same last name. Crane.
Who cares what Julian or Alistair say? You have an undergraduate and law degree from one of the top schools in the country. Who wouldn't hire you?
Teresa's right. All you have to do is set up some interviews. Any employer would see what an asset you would be to their company.
I hope you're right. Let's get started.
Okay.
Louise, there's a lot of dirty dishes in the sink. Would you help me? Excuse us.
How do you think this font will look on my resume?
Well, I used the same font for the resume I gave your mother. I'll just go get a copy and you can take a look.
Okay.
You know, my offer to build an addition onto the cottage for you and Teresa still stands.
Sheridan, that's incredibly generous, but I have to start building a life of my own. You know, I'm no longer heir to one of the richest families in the world. I'm just an ordinary guy.
Well, I beg to differ. You're not just some ordinary guy. You're one of the most amazing men I know.
You have to say that. You're my aunt. Huh. See, there I go again. You know, you're not even my aunt anymore. I have to stop thinking like a crane.
Well, whether or not I'm your aunt, I still love you dearly. Well, whether or not I'm your aunt, I still love you dearly.
You know, now that I'm not a crane, we're going to be the target of gossip.
What do you mean?
Well, remember when we used to travel to Europe together? Because we're so close, everyone would think we were husband and wife.
Oh, I remember. We just set them straight all the time.
It's strange. Everything I see reminds me of being a crane. Yeah, it's like this computer. When it was bought with crane money. My mother gave it to Teresa when she hired her as her personal assistant.
You know, I think it's time for you to start focusing on the future instead of the past. I mean, just think of this as the computer of your future wife.
You always know how to make me feel better.
Oh, your resume. Did you lose it?
Oh, no. These computers are incredible. Mother insisted that they have a complete backup system. Anything that has ever been deleted is in there somewhere.
Oh my God.
What's wrong? You look pale, Teresa. What's wrong?
You know, I'm fine. I just realized that there's another thing that we have to do for our wedding.
You never stop, do you?
Oh, here, just take a look at the resume and see if you like the font.
Oh, great. Thank you. I'd do without you.
It would be a disaster if the files about Ethan's paternity were still on the computer. Ethan would be furious if he found out that I knew that he was Sam Bennett's son and didn't tell him. And if the files are still on there, I have to erase them for good.
Well, Ethan's convinced that there's no way he could lose the document with his resume, but it might be a good idea to save it anyway.
Yeah, just remember what you name it. Because I seem to remember a lot of files in there with my name on them.
No, don't worry. I will do it right now.
Well, here, I'll help you. I don't want to get it lost with all the other files.
No, sweetheart. It's my computer and my private files are on there and it's...
Why don't you want me to read any of them? Well, do you have other files with the names of other men on them? Hmm?
No,
Yes?
of course not.
Then let me see.
No, I think you two might need a little time alone.
Okay.
No.
What's this? This file. What is it doing on your computer?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. Sharon, don't go. Look, there's something I want to tell you. I think it's best if I tell you now.